Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Tim Stoddart with Stodzy Internet Marketing. Thank you for joining me on this week's edition of 5-Minute Marketing. So today we're going to talk about EAT, especially how it pertains to healthcare. This video is not going to be a breakdown of what EAT is and the algorithm updates and the medic update and all the debate around that. I will link some articles in the show notes of this video, and you can learn more about EAT from some of the experts that have published actual studies. For this video, what we want to do is just go through some really clean best practices and look at some quick case studies to understand some correlations between the websites that were positively impacted by EAT and negatively impacted by EAT. So first, it's important to understand that EAT, to the best of my knowledge, and at least in my opinion, is not a direct ranking factor. It's not the same thing as saying that if I get a backlink, it will directly, positively affect the rankings on this particular page. It doesn't work like that. EAT is something that is kind of baked into Google's algorithm and their search index to award websites that are displaying expertise, authority, and trust. So EAT applies to gossip sites in the same way that it applies to healthcare sites, but the data shows that healthcare sites have shown by far the most fluctuation. So we can come to a general assumption that EAT was built for healthcare sites, but it's not like a direct ranking factor. It's baked into the algorithm as a whole. Okay, and so then what were the sites that were impacted and what does that mean for you? So for this video, again, I'm going to link this study done by Lily Ray. Lily probably has, excuse me, in my view, what was the best case study done on what's been working and what hasn't working and what EAT was really sent to do. So in this study, understand, sites that were negatively impacted by EAT had lots of calls to action on medical websites. So I think this is why wellnessmama.com was crushed by the medic update and by EAT, because although it was a wellness website, a lot of the website was designed to sell online products, courses, affiliate links, maybe some membership platforms for things around health and wellness. And health and wellness is something that it's not about the marketing content, it's about the factually relevant information that is displayed there. So the websites that show a lot of CTAs on medical websites were drastically negatively impacted. So that means that the sites that were positively impacted were websites that were just providing real information by real experts. I think this is why we saw websites like Mayo Clinic or maybe the Cleveland Clinic and a lot of the addiction treatment centers that we work with had such a positive impact by some of these changes, because the idea behind those websites is to just provide as many factually relevant resources as possible and then only have a couple CTAs, and that's usually make a phone call or book an appointment. I think there's real opportunity here for local healthcare businesses. I think we use dentists a lot, dermatologists, plastic surgeons, because the people that own those businesses usually are healthcare experts themselves, so they can fact check their own content. They can write content to provide really, really factually relevant information for their potential customers, and then there's only one CTA, right? It's either make a phone call or book an appointment. So again, the sites that were positively impacted were sites that were written by real experts, and you can show your expertise by either at the bottom of the blog post or somewhere on the website linking out to your credentials and actually displaying like this piece of content was written by Dr. such and such, and here's my credential, here's my link to my Site Today profile, something like that. All right, and again, just to display the purpose a little bit more, the sites that were negatively impacted were websites that have affiliate links. So if you're providing content, if you're appealing to the search engines just to maybe create like a how-to post or a list post of the best, like health and wellness affiliate products, you're probably going to have a much harder time For the same reasons, Google is rewarding factually relevant content, not necessarily content that is trying to promote a particular product. So what does this mean for you? I think I already answered this question a little bit throughout the video, but what to do? Provide the correct answer. Like, it's really that simple. In my view, people are taking EAT a little bit too far, and they're trying to, again, just manipulate the algorithm. If you provide the correct answer for in your content and give answers to like specific search queries and specific questions, you're going to be fine. Also, hire an expert, and if you don't have an in-house doctor, if you're not a doctor yourself writing for your own content, find an editorial team. I saw the Recovery Village does a really great job of this. They have an entire medically certified editorial team that goes through their content line by line and makes sure that it's all factually relevant. And then the third one, don't freak out. And I mean this kind of as a joke, but I also mean it from a serious standpoint. If you were negatively impacted by the medic update or by EAT, then just go through your content and make it better. A lot of times, in my view, SEOs look to the data too much and they look to the algorithms too much, when sometimes the right answer is just make your content better. And if you do that, you should have some really good positive impacts. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of 5-Minute Marketing. We crammed a lot of information in this week. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to me at tim@stodsy.com, and we'll see you next Monday. Till then, have a great week. See you later.